Apple, one of the most famous brands of all time. And with that much money and with that much influence, they have to be doing lots of crazy great organic video, right? Because we all know you need that to get ahead. Are they? We're going to find out. So as always, there is no prep here in the social video review. I, as always, am going to dig right into this sucker and show you exactly what these brands are doing across all social media platforms in a sort of live audit, no prep, haven't looked at anything, have really no clue what to expect. So we're just going to take you right through it, get my opinion on how all of these things are doing. If you get value, if you love this series, please subscribe to this sucker below. I'm giving you these things all the time and other value. Okay, so Apple, let's jump right into this sucker. So the first thing that we'll look at is their Facebook. So I always bring these up just to make sure that it's easy and streamlined. And when I brought up the Facebook, I was like, what the flip is going on here? Because there's only 3 videos on their Facebook. And of course, I don't know if they've erased videos over time. It's possible because I only see 3 videos and they're all from a year ago. But yeah, I mean, this is a year ago, a holiday video, which I think... It looks a lot to me like it's a holiday cartoon type video. Wow, that is a tall cartoon. Wow. So this looks like it's some sort of like TV commercial, basically, of some sort. So this is cool, but it's a commercial. Share your gifts. So sort of like a very PR-y, is it even brand? Yeah, it's barely Apple. I like that, that's cool. And it looks like it got a lot of traction, 24K reactions. However, they have a ton of followers. Oh, okay, yeah, I don't know about that. Okay, cool. So let's take a look here. Behind the Mac, people with passion are changing the world for the better. I like this video, by the way. I would like to see a square version, because why not? It's actually this is a better fit for YouTube, but I'd like to see a square version. All right. So let's see here. Change the world for the better. Okay. So a bunch of like famous people using Macs in like really like high-end artistic ways all over the world. Passionate, creative people. Kermit, I like that. Okay, so it's a commercial. I kind of like it somewhat, but it's not really content marketing. But I kind of like it. But again, the biggest thing here is that they only have 3. So largely, they don't really care about this stuff. Apple's big news in 108 seconds. So I like how it's square. With the resources that Apple has, they could be doing so much more on Facebook. And I know, like, Apple's fine, right? But I just feel like it's a missed opportunity to not be publishing on other platforms. I just do. Like, why not? I mean, you've got the money, build a video team, and just start creating content.
What about the camera? What do they have 2 times? Yeah, well, what about stop doing that? Don't do that.
This is a great little announcement commercial for social. It's really well done. Little bit commercially, right? That's why you need to have that like DNA. Like you need to like build out like that digital video team that knows how to make video specifically. Let's look at their Instagram. So let's see. We're just looking for the video here. We're not going to critique their Instagram overall. There's Tim C.
Hello, everyone. The unfinished work of racial justice and equality call us all to account, now and always.
So this is IGTV, which is why it looks wide. But on your phone, you'd have to turn that. Why not cut a version for IGTV that is vertical? I don't see why not.
Growing up in Alabama during the Civil Rights Movement, I saw firsthand
I didn't know he was from Alabama.
The only thing that ever made lasting and durable change was people of goodwill putting aside comfort and safety to speak up.
So this is a video from Tim Cook announcing a racial equity and justice initiative. Great. I'd love to see some content marketing. What do we got here, Apple? Pets. Okay. I mean, there's going to be a lot of empathy here. I wish they didn't feel like TV commercials. Like, I know that it feels like branded to Apple, but gosh, I would love to see, like, the thing is, that's the thing, like, even the text animations you use and everything, you know, we all grew up with television. And so, you know, we just have this way that's just like a little bit, when it has that extra, like, produced oomph to it, sometimes it just doesn't feel it's not going to connect as much with the audience, you know, because it's not going to feel organic in their feed. So I really like to see oh, this is people using iPhones, right? So that was pets. This is at home. Yeah, this is cool. Show us what home means to you. So it looks like they're putting most of their content marketing oomph into Instagram. There's a lot of empathy here. I'd like to see some voices of customers and stuff, right? Like, get me on the level a little bit more. Because I feel like all of Apple's content marketing has this sort of way of being elevated above the customer. And I know sort of their brand, like they have that, I don't know that it's an aspirational brand, maybe a little bit, but like you're trying to get to that thing. So I like that disconnect. At the same time, a little bit more empathy wouldn't hurt. This is probably going to be a commercial. So yeah, it's pictures of it in portrait mode. Okay. What do we got here? Commissioned by Apple, take a cinematic journey through Russia's world-famous museum. Filmed for 5 hours and 19 minutes in one continuous take on one battery charge in the Hermitage Museum. That's cool. Love this. So you want to get cinematic with this because the goal is for it to be is for you to see that you can shoot a high quality video with an iPhone, which of course you can. That's cool. It's very cool. I wonder if they shot this in 24. Shifting perspectives. What's this? I love what I'm seeing on their Instagram so far. I mean, I'd love to see just a little bit more down and dirty type stuff from them, but I know that's not their brand. So it's a very difficult thing, like to sort of reach into customers at their level when you have this brand that is based on, you know, like that, this elevation, you know. Shot on iPhone. So a lot of stuff.
Ever-changing sculptural landscape. So every time
It's very cool.
it's a new experience.
That's pretty cool.
I started playing around digitally and creating these sculptures
Beautiful.
in the desert. I started bringing myself into these images to show scale and then to also
This kind of stuff is really going to, it's really going to drive sales down the line doing stuff like this. Their Instagram is just great. Commissioned by Apple. If you told someone they were going to shoot a Lady Gaga music video on a phone, you'd be freaking out, etc., etc., etc. Whoa, cool. They shot it on iPhone. There's really nothing you can't do on an iPhone these days, seriously. IGTV. So cool. Shot on iPhone 11 Pro. Huh. That's cool. I'd like to see, like, why not make a square version or a vertical version, because that's IGTV. They have great, but I'm generally pretty impressed with their work here on Instagram. It's funny that they don't care about Facebook. And Facebook is getting super out of style. I get that, and I know organic reach has gone down, but you have to imagine even just a little bit of effort on Facebook with the huge audience that they have on Facebook could go. I mean, you just get to reach, there's just no reason not to, really, you know? Like, even though it's more of an Instagram-y brand because it's all about aesthetics. Shot on iPhone. All their videos are all about the camera feature. Isn't that fascinating? That is fascinating. Powder shot on an iPhone. This, I bet you it's shot on an iPhone. It tells you a lot about their marketing strategy. You know, about how they're really going all in on the camera function. Let's go to their YouTube. What are they doing on their YouTube? Let's see. Behind the Mac, Jake Blunt cuts his latest track. So so it looked like it's part of that Instagram trend that we saw earlier. It's funny how it's very in line with how Steve Jobs created Apple. Like, he was just obsessed with creation, you know, like you have to be able to create on these devices. And you see that, you know, way after his death, like still pushing through their marketing, which is fascinating because most people don't buy iPhones, I don't think, because of the creation methods, like the camera. But it seems to be all the camera. We have recaps of WWDC in the studio. Commercial. Creativity goes on. What's this? We've always believed. So this is a quarantine video. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. He shot SGN on iPhone. Nice. Using a Mac. Still creating. It's pretty cool. Pretty cool. Commercial. How to correctly use a computer. I kind of love this. This is like a kind of thing you would find on YouTube, but is it like a veiled commercial?
How to correctly use a computer. A beginner's guide to proper computing.
Yeah.
Start by taking a seat at your desk.
Yeah, so it's not actually practical advice, it's a veiled commercial for the iPad. Funny thing is, it's going to have a really good click-through rate on YouTube because this is the kind of thing that people watch on YouTube. Experiments for Fire and Ice, behind the scenes. So this is similar to the stuff we saw on Instagram. Stuff you can shoot on an iPhone that's visually pleasing. So they've got a great YouTube too. It's a really good YouTube, strong. I'd love to see some storytelling. And I know that they've done that before. They're not necessarily just product centric, but they're just clearly targeted towards that creative crowd. That's interesting. Really good YouTube here. Okay, let's look at their. I looked at their Twitter before. You cannot find any. You can't find any media. Hasn't tweeted any photos or videos. I don't know if that's all time or what. But yeah, I don't know. I'm not sure. So this is super interesting. Super, super interesting here. Very interesting. So in sum, they're not doing anything on Facebook. They're not doing anything on Twitter. I couldn't even find their Pinterest. They're not doing anything on TikTok. I checked. We didn't bring it up because they have a TikTok account and they've never created any content on there. But they're all in on Instagram and YouTube, and that's it. And their Instagram and YouTube are both really good. I'd love to see a little bit more narrative storytelling, but their use of video in general really supports their business mission, which I think is really smart. I think it would be fun to think about, what sort of other sorts of projects can we commission to tell stories this way? And what they're doing, which is kind of interesting, is that they're putting it within, they're commissioning other people to tell stories shot on iPhone and stuff like that. I like the stuff about creativity. I think I'd love to see that taken a step further and doing like a big campaign around creativity. It could even like bridge to almost like slightly political and go into education and the importance of creativity in education and stuff like that, which would be kind of interesting. Hey, that's Apple's social video review. Instagram and YouTube on point, not doing anything anywhere else. Subscribe if you're into this. Do you agree with me? Do you like what they're doing? Do you like to see more stuff? Leave a note in the comments. I'll reply to you. We'll have a nice little conversation. And if you want to watch any more episodes, you know that you can always just click on right over here and or here or here or here or here or wherever it is. And I'll talk to you soon.